There is another fight in Washington against tobacco. This is our Health Watch this morning. The government has opened a new $54 million anti-smoking campaign. It started Thursday, and it features very graphic print ads and TV commercials. Just a little warning before we show you some.
My name is Roosevelt. I always thought that cigarette smoking just messed up your lungs. I never thought that at only 45 would give me a heart attack. I never thought that it would stop me from playing basketball with my kids. Never thought that it would give me a scar like this. And I never thought that it would change my life forever. My tip is, do your heart a favor and quit now.
Now, is that enough to get people to quit? With us is Dr. Jonathon Whiteson. He is director of the Smoking Cessation Program at New York University's Langone Medical Center. Good morning to you, doctor.
Good morning.
We didn't show some of the ads that are far more graphic than that. And I have to say, when I look at it, my mom died of smoking. Well, she died at the age of 61. I know smoking contributed to it. And we would show the most grossest pictures we could find. We would have the intervention. All I found that did was just really tick her off. Do you think that these ads are effective?
We're going to find out one way or another. There is some evidence from studies done around the world that graphic images have been effective at getting people to wake up and realize that smoking is not good for them. There's a group who will pay attention, and there are other groups who will say this is...
Just be mad.
Yeah, there's
or it's too gross. Some of them are just, I have to say, looking at them at home, just really, really gross. And I'm wondering, is the message getting lost?
The message can get lost. People will be disturbed by these images, and they may look away and say, I can't look at that. Or they may just not identify at all. That's not me.
So it sounds like you're saying there is a chance this could backfire. So then what works? I mean, we see higher taxes. Yeah. We see smoking bans all over the place. Most recently here in New York City in the parks now, you can't light up. But is any of that having an effect?
Yes, it is. I think we have to have a concerted effort, and we have to use all the weapons that we have. So increasing taxes is one way of doing it. Making smoking antisocial so that you can't smoke in public places. I think this is an excellent idea. Preventing product placement and limiting how the tobacco industry can actually advertise or use their dollars to promote the tobacco industry to adults and to children.
I really do. Go ahead, Erica.
Well, I was just going to say, you mentioned children, and that's one of the biggest groups. I think it's 9 out of 10 smokers start before the age of 18. These ads don't seem to be targeting kids.
Well, these ads are not targeted at kids. There is some research from Australia that looked at graphic advertisements and whether kids took notice, and some did. But these commercials, this campaign is not directed at children, and we have to be very cautious about that because it is the children who start smoking. Yeah. We know that there are over 3,000 kids who start smoking each and every day. And that is a tremendous concern. So we have to consider whether the children are going to pay heed to these commercials.
Well, I think whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, at least we're talking about it. And I, for one, am for whatever we can do to get people to stop.
We have to talk about it. It's very important. Whichever way this debate goes, as long as there's debate, as long as we're keeping it in the public eye, it will be effective.
That's a good thing. Thank you, Dr. Whiteson.
Thank you for having me.
Good to see you, Jonathan.